Hey everybody, it's Kelly. Hey, I'm doing a card for a very sweet friend of mine who is having a really hard time right now, and she's far away from me. So I'm making a card, and before I put it all together, I just thought I would do a quick video and kind of share what I've done so far. So a long time ago, I bought this little card pack from Joann's or Michael's, I don't know. It's just, which is silly now. I look back on it, I'm like, why did I do that? I could have just bought the paper and cut it myself, but it has the envelopes in it, so anyway, that's what I have, and that's what I started with. So here is the card, and I just inked it with Vintage Photo. Okay, and then what I like to do, because these corners are so like absolutely square, I really like to take just a coarse nail file. You get these at Walmart, they cost like nothing, and you just barely rub it on the edge of paper. And here's a scrap sheet of paper, and they're just so like perfectly cornered, and I just don't like that. I like the imperfections of it. So if you take this and you just rub it like 1, 2, 3, it rounds it really nice without using your corner and rounder and rounding it too much. It just takes the corner off. So for some of you newbies that aren't doing that, I think that really gives it a nice finished look. So I did that on all the corners of the paper, and you see the difference there. It's just enough to take that little round off, and there's the way that it goes. So I don't know, I just think that that is great. I think it makes it softer, and I did it on the card, on the corners, and on all the papers that I cut. She has a specific style, and this is kind of her style. Just, she likes it sparkly, flowery. Love that about her. And I wound up using this paper I've had for a long time by My Mind's Eye, Twinkle Twinkle Little Girl. Super cute paper. And she is not a little girl, but there was some cute colors in here that I knew that she would like. So I just kind of played with it, and I spared you all that. I wasn't even sure if I was going to video this, but I just used a little bit of green, and I love pink, green, and brown. Let me get back in this green. So I just used green, and it has a little bit of like already on stickles, and I'm going to put that right there. And then I have this pink that also has the polka dot sequence. It's like stickles on there, sparkles, and it's got nice texture too. I'm going to put that right on there. This is how I'm going to lay it out. Okay, and then this is also from the paper, and this is very, hopefully you can hear that. It's really textured. So I'm going to put that right about there, and I just stamped Thinking of You from a stamp that I had on a small piece of white cardstock and cut it to size, and then have a brown, really dark, like a chocolate brown cardstock, and just matted that. And I used Vintage Photo on all the pieces of paper. I've already done that, so you guys don't have to watch me do that. I think I'm going to put that right there. And then this is just some yellow paper, and I just used my Cuttlebug. I have this one's really cute, this Cuttlebug thing, and I actually like it the wrong way, because this, I think this is the front, like the top, but when I did that, let me show you guys the difference here. When I did it that way, I wound up with this way. This is how it came out. I like the flower that way. I think that looks better, and then the stem comes out. I don't know, I just think that looks cooler. So it's a personal preference, I'm sure, but I just used my Cuttlebug and just embossed that little folder in there, and then just hit it with the Vintage Photo Distress ink and my tool, and really lightly on the flowers, just to make them pop up a little bit so they're more noticeable. And just a tiny bit of ink makes such a huge difference. And again, this is, you know, I make these tutorials and these, you know, hey, this is how I'm doing this for newbies. So if you already know all this, then by all means, skip me. But, you know, it's kind of neat to see how other people do things. I mean, I'm not a newbie to this kind of stuff, but I love to watch all my subbies and the people that I follow. I love to watch how they do things, and just to see how other people do things differently. And I punched out a bunch of butterflies because I wasn't sure what I was going to do if I was going to put flower or what. And I decided to use these same papers, and I punched out 3 of the Martha Stewart, this punch, the Martha Stewart butterflies. All the ones that I tried was this one, and then I did this one, and this one too. And I wound up going with the one that I always go with. And I did 3 of them. I have an EK Success butterfly one that's really cool too, that, you know, it has 3 different sizes, and you can do that. But I really like this one, so I used the yellow paper there, the pink and the green, and I just layered it, and I used my my Martha Stewart Crafts ballpoint tip glue pen. I love this glue pen. It's really great for really fine things. So I just glued those all together, and I think I'm just going to put that right there. I think I'm going to add a little bit of stickles to it. So that is what I am doing. I am making a Thinking of You card, and they're kind of springy colors. I kind of like it. I don't really know what I'm going to do on the inside. I think I'm just going to leave it open. I have a lot to say to her. Very sweet friend, really struggling, and I've got a lot of things I need to say to her, and that's all personal stuff. So that's how I'm going to lay it out. So I'm going to do all my gluing, and I'll be right back. Hey, so now I'm just going to glue everything together. And I just sped this one up a little bit and just figured a quick voiceover would be best. So I just used my ATG gun. You guys don't need to do that. You can use whatever you would like, and add dimension to wherever you would want to. I added just a little bit because I wanted it to mail well, and sometimes you know, I found that my cards get opened if there's too much dimension and people think there's a gift card in it. I think people are stealing, you know. Oh, imagine that, dishonest people. So anyway, so the layout's not changing. I'm just gluing everything down. And I love my ATG gun. It's just the fastest way to make cards and journals and albums. I think it works out pretty well. So, and that strip right there has a lot of texture to it, and already has some built-in dimension on the other side, so I decided not to pop that one up, but I did want to kind of pop up the embossed piece that I put on there, and I'll show you that here in a second. That piece. I'm looking for my foam tape. There it is. And I found when I lay that down, I got to give myself some room on the paper because it tends to bow a little bit. So I want to put it down, and instead of one long strip, put it down in pieces. I found that works out better. Otherwise the paper bows on it because it has a natural bend to it because of the way that it comes in that circle. So it tends to bend your paper. So just a tip there, just cut strips and put them down. It works better. So there it is. Just glued everything down. Just thought I'd speed that up for you guys. And then I find my stickles and get ready to bling up the butterfly. Okay, so my butterfly needs some bling. So I've got my diamond stickles, and I think I am just going to I'm just going to hit the outsides of it just really lightly. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Hopefully hold this in place. I just need a little bit of sparkle on that butterfly. And this diamond stickles, it's one of my favorites. I'm just going to do it really lightly. Just all around there. I'm not going to freak out about doing it perfect. I just want the sparkle. Because my girl Tammy is all about the bling. She is a bling girl. She's not feeling too blingy lately. And I can't give her a hug because I am all the way in Arizona and she is all the way in California. And I moved away from California recently back to Arizona to be with all my family, and she's such a dear friend. She's like family, and to know she's struggling is just breaking my heart. So you know what, a little card goes a long way for someone to feel special, especially a handmade card. And she used to scrap a lot. She doesn't do it anymore, but she used to scrap a lot. But good friends, guys, they're hard to find, so you gotta love them while you got them. Well, there we go. I've done this to my butterflies before, and they start to warp a little bit. And y'all who know me know that I am a very impatient scrapper. I do not wait for things to dry like I should, and shame on me. I think I'm going to put a big stripe right down the middle there. There we go. I should wait for things to dry, but it's late. I have so much going on, and I don't have time to wait for things to dry. So here we go. And if it sticks, it sticks. So I'm just doing it on the outside. Just enough to make the wings sparkle. And there we go. Who does not love stickles? How can you not love that? And just, how does that not make you smile? Totally makes me happy. Okay, well, I'm going to have to wait for this to dry, but that's where that little sucker is going to go. He's going to go right on there. And I can't really pop him up. I'd love to be able to put him on some dimensionals, but as you can see, he's quite dimensional as it is. My little butterfly. So, there we have it. I'll take some still pictures of it when I'm completely done. Oh, I gotta put something on the inside here too. But there it is, a cute little card to make her happy, totally her style, and she will love it. So I'll do some stills. I hope you guys got something from this, and thanks for watching.